people for the second half of tonight's Gnarl in London. Wally Cardle in the house with Johnny and Tex. The second half tonight, 2 nights beforehand the Labor Day Slam-a-thon. 3 mammoth matches, including a special appearances by the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and The Undertaker, the Mexican Monolith in a 2-on-1 handicap matches, and Macho Man Randy Savage. In the ring tonight to talk about Elizabeth and the reunion.
But we're starting off the second half with a women's World Tag Titles matchup. Let's have a look at who's who and how we got to tonight's match.
But this time it's a little bit different. This one is for the #1 contendership for the Women's World Tag Team Championship.
Kayden Carter and Katana Chance.
A lot of fans saw that win last week by Kayden and Katana as something of a fluke with a little bit of good luck, with Marty Gordon unable to make the save on Frankie Picone during that pinfall. But Frankie Picone takes her down into a serious armbar, a kneeling armbar, with nowhere for Katana Chance to go. Willie Johnson asking what she wants to do, but here Kayden Carter making the rescue right here. Marty Gordon shows her the outside. Frankie Picone. Oh, well, we just lost the referee, too. Here's another torturous leg submission from Frankie Picone with no referee to monitor the situation. Katana Chance favoring that knee now as Frankie Picone begins to stalk Katana Chance. Takes her back down to the canvas and again right into that self-same armbar. Katana Chance is tapping out. That is it. Power and Beauty are the new #1 contenders for the Women's World Tag Team Championship.
Well, things just changed up dramatically for AP, who probably would have preferred to face Carter and Chance for the belts. But now, they're gonna be up against the Strongholds to ladies, and that could prove to be a game changer for American Powers, who will probably have to work just that much harder to hang on to the titles. Man alive, the writing's on the wall for a very intense Women's World Tag Titles match next week. Another week, another title defense for the ladies' Triple Crowners, who go into this one with a 2-0 record against Frankie Picone and Marty Gordon.
Oh, boys, this is going to be a rough ride for me.
So I'm sure both teams have the measure of one another. And while nothing's impossible, I'm saying it's improbable. They're excellent, experienced competitors that have only gotten better with Sylvia guiding them.
Frankie and Marta would love nothing more than to bring those belts to the Stronghold. And yeah, that would be kind of cool. I'm conflicted, but I still have to lean towards Patty and Danielle here. Champion's edge kind of thing. Being purely objective, American Powers has the better track record going into this title defense and an 18 months long reign as Women's World Tag Team Champions. Those stats are hard to deny.
Oh, Sylvia opted for the leather catsuit for Act 2. Man, she's got more costume changes than Fiddler on the Roof.
And all of this on top of their upcoming match against the future Endeavor on Labor Day. And folks, this just coming into us here at the desk. There has been a change in that match. No, there is going to be, same as last year's Labor Day card, an 8-woman War Games match with Sister Golden Hair and a 4th partner to be announced against all four members of the future Endeavor. Just like last year's match against the Bell Council, I just can't even wrap my mind around that.
Yes, sir, when it rains, it pours, guys. Now, I wonder who they're going to pick for that 4th partner. Well, better focus on this match first.
Power and Beauty beat Kayden and Katana last week clean and square, so they've got every right to a title shot after a long time. But with their record against American Powers, it don't look great by the numbers.
Wow, seriously, another War Games match 2 years in a row. That's getting to be a tradition. And who that 4th partner could be. They had Dione the Titaness on their squad against the Bell Council last year. So she's a good bet. Maybe the Texan Ladies Association on their squad with Ferrantino. Lots of ways it could go. But as soon as we get the info, we'll relay it to you. Meanwhile, AP looking at this title defense against a team they've already beat twice. But despite their familiarity with power and beauty, they can't be too careful. Because that door swings both ways. And if Frankie or Marta spots any possible weakness, they're gonna pick at it and wear it down.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The second half opening contest, set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit, is for the WL Women's World Tag Team Championships. Introducing first the challengers, accompanied by Sylvia Strong. From Robbinsdale, Minnesota, Francis Frankie Picone. And from Van Nuys, California, Marta Gordon. Together they are power and beauty. Their opponents from Tampa, Florida, Powerhouse Patty Powers, and from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, All-American Liberty Bell, Danielle Heathcote, American Powers.
Okay, it's going to be Frankie Picone and Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote starting off in this title match. Oh, the pressure's on, no question about it. Walt Rothburn rings the bell. The ladies come center ring. They lock up, collar and elbow headlock from Frankie Picone. Danielle taken down into a headlock on the mat. Danielle counters with a head scissor. And cinched it up on Frankie. Frankie Picone finds her way out back into the headlock. Some impressive chain wrestling from the go here. Danielle into another headlock. Now into a top wrist lock on Frankie Picone. Leg takedown. Nicely done. But Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote a counter from Frankie Picone. Danielle counters. Swings and misses with the chop. Catches a kick to the midsection from Frankie. Danielle counters Frankie. Does a cute little wraparound into a suplex. Nicely done. Danielle drags Frankie Picone towards American Power's corner and turns it over to Powerhouse Patty Powers. Patty Powers rounds up Frankie Picone, taken down with the leg sweep. Frankie gets a hold of Patty, whips her to the opposing team side. Here comes Marta Gordon. Dual snapmare and stereo set of kicks. Oh, well. Oh, wheelbarrow senton. Nice tandem work. There's a kick from Patty Powers. Marta Gordon counters. Gets a hold of Patty. Whips as she rebounds out of the corner. Up over the shoulders. Patty counters. Boom. Powerhouse Patty knows her with the DDT. There's a stomp. Patty whips Marta to the outer apron. Bring her back inside. This is not going to be an outside brawl yet. Marta counters with an uppercut. Patty with the fireman's carry. Powerhouse Patty Powers. Dashes. Marta Gordon being introduced to that turnbuckle in her own corner a number of times. Out she collapses. Marta whips Patty back into the corner. Quick Olay out of the corner. Marta takes a route across town into the American Powers corner. Here comes Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote. And here comes the tandem. They wind up the arms. Double shots to the midsection. Ooh, man. Stereo punches. As Danielle Heathcote takes over, but there's a series of stomps from Marta Gordon. Again, the Women's World Tag Team Champions at stake here. Marta Gordon steps out. Here comes Frankie Picone on the tag. Frankie countered by Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote. Up over the shoulder. Frankie Picone takes a ride on the top rope. Danielle catches a jawjacker. A quick counter and a kick to the gut from Danielle to Frankie. Frankie whipped back into the AP corner. Counters, escapes the corner. Gets a hold of Liberty Bell Danielle. Whips her out. She rebounds out of that corner. There's a hard stomp. And a very knee from Frankie Picone. Frankie Picone with a kick to the midsection. They lock it up. They tussle. Danielle shoves her back. Gets a hold of Frankie. Whips her to the AP corner again. A quick counter into an inverted DDT from Danielle. Here comes Patty Powers again. Powerhouse Patty rounds up Frankie Picone. Lifts her to the ropes. Frankie with a quick counter and a quick takedown of Patty Powers. A little bit of showboating here for the folks in London from Frankie Picone. Patty catches an arm drag. A gouge to the eyes from Patty Powers into a loose chest press series of hard right hands by Frankie Picone. Frankie rounded up. Oh man. Kick to the midsection from Patty Powers. Swing and a miss with the charge. Jumping neckbreaker from Frankie Picone. Patty Powers rolls out to the floor. Marta Gordon taking over for Power and Beauty. Patty counters. Marta counters. Marta gets a hold of Patty Powers, whips her to the corner. Oh, man, right into the turnbuckle. Marta Gordon with a kick to Patty. Patty countering with an arm drag. Marta counters with another forearm. Patty Powers one more time into the Power and Beauty corner, rebounding out. These girls whip these girls into the corner hard. There's a stomp to the head. A little bit more teasing and taunting from Marta Gordon. Patty Powers counters with an arm drag. Patty lands Marta's head to the canvas. Marta counters with another jaw jacker. Has her up. Patty counters. Delivers a kick to the leg. Has up. Marta Gordon spins her around and then sidewalk slam. That's Powerhouse Patty for you. Patty gets a hold of Marta. Whips her to the American Powers corner. Boot party time for poor Marta Gordon. Patty Powers and Liberty Bell Danielle Heath take alternating turns, delivering a series of painful stomps to the chest and midsection of Marta Gordon. And you all know how this one ends. It ends with that assisted whip from center ring. There's the drop kick. Marta Gordon just rolls out center ring, ready to be pinned, and that's what Liberty Bell Danielle does. Here, 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Patty Powers throwing Frankie Picone outside. Marta counters with a right. Gets a hold of Danielle. Belly to belly suplex. Marta counters by Danielle with an arm drag. There's a kick to the side of the head of Marta Gordon. Marta and Danielle lock it up. Marta shoves back again. Danielle, look at this. Into a possible submission right here. It wasn't going to take too long before that happened. Marta Gordon counters, runs her way out. Marta caught up by Danielle, whip to the AP corner. Danielle misses with the knees. There's a clothesline from Marta Gordon, taking Danielle down. Danielle sweeps the leg on Marta. Danielle Heathcote whips Marta Gordon to the far right corner. Turns her around. Marta Gordon quick with the counter here. Up into a tree of wolf for Danielle Heathcote. This ain't good. Marta Gordon. What the hell is she doing? Oh no, get out of here. No way she's gonna try that. Marta Gordon all the way up. Here we go. Oh man, coast to coast drop kick. Marta Gordon might have hurt herself doing that one, but Danielle caught all of it. This is not good. Marta Gordon drags Danielle towards center ring, covers and hooks the leg. 1, 2. Patty Powers makes the save. Delivers a shot to Marta. Frankie Picone goes after Patty Powers. Whips her into the corner. Face buster. Danielle with a shot to the midsection and a kick to the gut to Marta Gordon. There's a kick to the leg. Liberty Bell rounds up Marta, hangs her up off the top rope by the waist. Marta's trying to make her way to her corner. Drop toe hold to Danielle Heathcote. Marta Gordon kind of feeling herself at the moment. Misses with the stomp. Danielle rolls back inside the ring. And down into a crossface center ring. Nope. Marta Gordon quickly found her way out of that one. A clothesline from Marta, followed up with a second one. Marta rebounds off the ropes and a flying kick takes Danielle Heathcote down to the mat. Marta rounds her up, has her up in one arm, spine buster. From Marta Gordon, who is now stalking Liberty Bell, Danielle Heathcote. In from a pump handle. Pump handle slam. Patty Powers on the outside, still recovering. As Marta Gordon goes in for the cover and hits the leg. Here's the ref. 1, 2, 3. Oh man! Power and Beauty are the new Women's World Tag Team Champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 9 minutes and 28 seconds. Your winners by pinfall, and the new RWR Women's World Tag Team Champions, Frankie Picone and Marta Gordon. Power and Beauty.
Well, guys, I guess it's obvious to you that I'm not real happy with this outcome, but as the great Dr. Seuss once said, business is business and business must grow. It's been a nice 18-month run for American Powers as Women's World Tag Team Champions, but the old must make room for the new. As Power and Beauty become the new Women's World Tag Team Champions, bringing another pair of tag team titles to the Stronghold. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more RWO Snarl right after these words.